Hello again. Today's tutorial is about surface area and volume of a cylinder. So in this video, we will do the surface area and volume of a cylinder, but we are going to start with the surface area of a cylinder first, okay? So basically, a cylinder is any rounded shaped object that has two flat sides, okay? So if you're looking at a Pringles can or soda in an aluminum can, that would be a cylinder, okay? So cylinder is a 3D object, three-dimensional object, okay? And we will talk about that later when we talk about volume. But when calculating the surface area, we talked about that in class. Surface area is anything that you can touch. It's the exterior or the outer part of an object, okay? Things that you can paint on, things that you can cover with paper or that you can put your hands around, that is the surface area. It's the visible part of the object, okay? So if you look at the cylinder, if we break it apart, okay, this corresponds to the height of the cylinder, okay? That's it. This corresponds to the surface of the top, and this corresponds to the surface of the bottom. So basically, the surface of a cylinder is made up of three shapes, okay? A circle, a rectangle, and another circle. And in class, you guys were able to figure out what the surface area formula is, okay? It's 2 pi RH, okay? Which is this area, because to get the area of a rectangle, you need to have the length and width. And in this case, this is the width and this is the length, okay? So that's why it's the same formula, we're just using different variables, okay? So 2 pi r, as we know, is the circumference of the circle, okay? And that's why this is the length of this side, because this side, when it's over here, this side actually goes around the circle. That's why 2 pi r is the length of one side, okay? And height is the other length, okay? Is the other measurement. So 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r squared. Now, don't look at the 2 first. Pi r squared, what is that? You should know that. That is the area of a circle, okay? So there's the area of the circle. And since there are two circles, okay, we put 2, okay? So that means we're adding the area of this circle plus the area of this circle plus the area of this rectangle, okay? So again, let's do this. Make sure you follow the protocol, okay? So first of all, always start by putting the formula. So we're looking at surface area is equal to 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r squared, okay? 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r squared, and all I did was to copy the formula from the other page, okay? See, 2 pi RH, 2 pi r squared, okay? And then the next thing you do is just to substitute, okay? Bring down 2. What is pi? Pi is 3.14. What is the radius? Now, this is where a lot of you made a mistake. This, my darling boys and girls, this is not radius, okay? I'm always telling you in class, this is not radius, this is diameter, because it goes from one point to the other point of the circle. And the radius comes from the center point to one point. So radius is really half of the diameter. So if the diameter is 14, the radius would be 7. Please remember that, okay? So radius would be 7 kilometers, okay? And the height is 8 kilometers. That's all I did. I just substituted the values. Know your formula. Look at the object and substitute the values, okay? Plus 2 pi, and again radius, which is 7 kilometers squared. That's it. Just copy the values and then you multiply. Okay, so what am I going to do first? I am going to multiply all of these numbers. So I'm multiplying 2 times 3.14 times 7 times 8 equals, okay, 351.68. Now, don't forget the unit. How many kilometers do you see? How many times does kilometer come out? 1, 2. Okay, so that's why it's km squared. Area is always squared. Remember that. Okay? Plus, okay? So I'm going to multiply this. So remember, this, if I expand it, will be 7 kilometers times 7 kilometers, okay? Because it's squared. Okay, so I'm going to multiply this now. So I have 2 times 3.14 times 7 times 7, which will give me 307.72 kilometers, again, squared. Okay? Why squared? Because there you go, 1 kilometer, another kilometer, and area is always squared. Okay? Then I just add the two together. So 307.72 plus 351.68 gives you 659.4 kilometers squared. Okay? Area is squared. Volume is cubed. Okay? So that is how to get the surface area of a cylinder that has a diameter. Okay? In the next video, I will show you how to get the volume. Okay? So I hope this tutorial helped you. Bye-bye.